Greetings and welcome, guys. Taurus, this is your reading for January 2020. So happy new year to you all. I am uploading this in December. Some of you may be watching before the new year, but if you are, you've still got time to contemplate setting some really strong intentions on that New Year's Eve as we embark into this brand new decade of very fast moving changes. Some of the January astrology, just very basically, is the major thing, I guess, a conjunction of Pluto, Jupiter and Saturn. But some astrologers are terming it the biggest change of humanity in modern times. It's only happened twice in the last 2,000 years, so believe me, this change is big and it's going to be a very long-term transition that is occurring as well. And remember, we have the eclipse on the 26th of January, just after Christmas. That is also very powerful. So we're moving into this new decade, the 2020s, and out of the teens with almost like a boom type scenario, like a massive explosion occurring in the heavens above us, and that affects us at great levels. And before I start the reading for you, I did some intuitive work, and you guys received this mantra that you can choose to use at any time. And it was this: my work gives me great pleasure. That was your mantra. My work gives me great pleasure. So quite succinct and short, but it made me feel as though there is some sort of success around you, for a lot of you, around your careers. And this could be opportunities or growth or past issues that you've had with career, whether it be a current career or a career path you're wanting to go on, or people in your work, so relationships. I think it could be being resolved as the year moves on, one way or another. It could be you choose to leave, it could be others leave, it could be that there is some reconciliation, it could be that if you own a business it picks up, you gain more contracts. It could be if you were looking for money to be paid, the money might turn up. So it feels to me as if there's some sort of positivity or success for a lot of you around this career opportunity. It also had the number 9 with it, which is the end of a cycle. So it feels as though something that might have been holding you back or keeping you in a certain specific or dynamic or dimension may be coming to an end and allowing you to change and move out into new directions or opportunities that come, whichever it is that suits you in particular. So Taurians, what is it that would be beneficial for you to know as you move into this new decade? This is the John Holland Psychic Tarot deck. It's one of my very favorites. It's very active and it's very intuitive. So number 8, accelerated motion. And that is often to do with careers, and it is often change on the horizon. She's looking up there at that speeding comet going past, which is indicating this speed or intensity or some sort of change coming in. This in the traditional tarot can also mean travel, and it can be travel by air, so going somewhere to possibly within your same country, but sometimes to another country. Sometimes this is for holidays, and other times it is for work, to attend a new job or an interview, or changing homes, moving locations. It can also mean new contracts coming in, and contracts such as relationship contracts as well. Sometimes this indicates new love relationships. What was this card that came out? Trapped in fear. So you guys have actually got 2 8s to start the reading. I actually like the number 8. It's the eternal number of life, and it often implicates financial manifestation or some sort of positivity in this realm. And it's also about karmic relationships and life cycles, so past lives as well. Now this trapped in fear is the 8 of Swords, so it's a little bit opposite to this feeling here of this freedom and motion and moving forward. What this could indicate for some of you is there's a bit of trepidation around some of the changes that may be about to take place. Perhaps you weren't expecting it, or you don't understand the changes fully, or you are hesitant about making a decision around these changes, or the changes may be coming not from your own choice, but perhaps because of a situation that is occurring. But this fear that is here is quite often anxiety about newness or new beginnings, or not being able to see things fully. So it's about taking the time to educate yourself around the options and choices that might be there for you. And it's about not allowing fear to take a hold, because when it does, it often subjugates us into non-movement, which causes procrastination, which causes everything to stop. So the accelerated motion wouldn't take place, and you would end up sitting in this position of trapped fear and nothing would move. So I think maybe it's a message for some of you that if you are worried about changing things out, moving things up, new ideas coming in, new people, new relationships, if you don't take it on board or take the step of faith, you're going to still be like this some months down the track, and then you're going to be really bothered by it and thinking, damn, then I missed out. You know, should I have done this? Should I have looked into it further? Should I have taken a leap of faith? Because that's kind of what the message is coming through with those two. There's a lot of cards that came out there and they all fell out from the top. I'm not sure if they were meant to or not, but perhaps we'll turn them over and see what's coming. Power, number 8. This, of course, is the Strength card, the lion in the traditional tarot. So there's you can regain your power and you can show your mighty Taurian strength, that, innate grounded earth strength that you guys have. And if you are feeling anxious or moments of anxiety, then let the power reign over you. Seek to go within and reconnect with yourself, your higher self, and your intuition to find out these answers and to gain this power. Oh wow, look at that. The card next to it, the Chariot, which is another powerhouse of a card. And this is definitely about movement, moving forward, and he's moving at a very fast pace. Now, oftentimes that fast pace creates this bit of fear, and these are all very connected up here. So for some of you, it could be about regaining your power after a situation that has disabled you one way or another, or left you feeling flat, and that it can take some time to regain your strength, to feel confident, to gain that self-confidence back. The Chariot card often talks about that there could have been hassles in the past, or blockages or blockades, and that you have had to stand your ground or stand up and be heard. This could be also referencing your own interpersonal race or challenge that you have been going through, and this could be a health related challenge. It could even be for some of you like a mental health challenge, overcoming anxiety or depression or fear or worry, or feeling as though you are not good enough. But it feels as though with this new decade coming in, you have this opportunity to regain the power and regain the strength. This, oh my god, I didn't even realize it. This is 3 8s. Oh wow, that's just like boom. 3 8s, and this is definitely about manifestation and the change, something about a change in life, past life issues surfacing, past life relationships, karmic energies and stuff like that. Some of you may have been through quite a lot, or this has been a long duration period for you where you have felt either not satisfied or not strong enough or not grounded or not able, but you're regaining this power and this strength. The Triumph card can also reference moving and shifting and going at great speed. It can represent travel again, so some of you might be really traveling over this period. It can represent road travel in the vehicles like a car or a bus or a train. It can also represent your own mode of transport, which could be for some of you a car. Some of you might get a new car. This can also be jobs coming where you have a car that is provided for you. You might be driving for an interview. There's definitely for some of you this involves work and your career or prospects around that, a success around it. And for others of you, it involves some sort of inner change, inner growth, regaining your strength and your confidence. And this could be from a health issue or a mental health issue or relationships. The Chariot card is very much about the inner strength, the same as this card here. And it's about knowing that you can regain this strength in a powerful, subtle way without needing animosity or aggression. Whoa, these are pretty powerful cards. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on here, guys. All these big cards that fell out. So number 12 is the Hanged Man, and this, he has it here as sacrifice. There's a lot of illumination and information coming in through her mind. So we've definitely had the fact that the mind is playing some sort of role here for you guys. I think there's like this change that is coming, as if it's a catharsis of some sort that changes your mind or your mindset. Perhaps it's even integrity values that change, or like a flip in belief systems, or a deeper understanding of you and what you want your journey to be. But it's mighty, mighty powerful. The Sacrifice card, or the Hanged Man, can often mean that timing is slowing up. Even though we've had this fast-paced energy and issues up here, part of the package may be slowed up a little bit. So there might be something that is also involved in all of this that is going to take a little bit more time. But it is also about being at a crossroads and needing to make the decision, do I go left, do I go right? And in that is where the sacrifice comes, because we can only go one way or do one thing at a time. And when we choose that direction, the other thing is sacrificed and it drops off. So it's a very important time about making the right decisions here and knowing that this is the path that is taking you forward into the next spectrum of your life, including this at this brand new decade. This is a really intensely meaningful reading. It's a beautiful reading with a lot of information behind it for you guys when you take the time to sit down and really connect with it. The colours are also seemingly calling out quite strongly as well. The cards seem to be wanting to speak themselves. So, oh my god, look at that. Now you've got 4 8s. Have you ever seen a reading where you get this repetition of numbers quite to this degree? 4 8s. So there's definitely something here about past lives. It's about karmic issues. It's about manifestation possibilities. You have to feel into which one is playing more of a role here, but I think they are all very intertwined. This emotional withdrawal is not dissimilar in a way to this one up here, the trapped in fear, but often this is about saying you are leaving something behind and it's taking a bit of a toll on you. Sometimes it can be relationships or concepts or belief systems, but it's about leaving it behind and walking into a new direction. And oftentimes when we do it in our own mind and in meditation, like these two in many ways, and connect with our higher self, that is when we find the true answer and the true course of the direction that we are going to be taking. So it's a little bit like the sacrifice, in as much that only one pathway can be taken, and they both have their hands in prayer or in, contemplation to the universe here. So these two are very connected as well. So you are going to be leaving something behind. There's something that makes you think very deeply about it. It's about possibly regaining some of this power that you Taurians have that may have been flying in the wind a little bit for some time for some of you. So regaining your power and passion. Oh no! Oh my god, what's going on here? This is unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s. 5. I've lost the plot. 5 8s. This is unreal. It's surreal. This is another beautiful one. You've got this positive movement forward again. We've almost gone full circle back with this one. Accelerated motion. You're back to the positive movement forward, which is also the Chariot. You're getting such a message here that is going really deep at a personal level for so many of you. You're clearing away something, and it could be from a past life that has held a long duration over you, and it could be relationship wise, it could be emotions, it could be in the heart, it could be physically in the heart, it could be health implications that some of you have had. It could even be family DNA lineage. You might be clearing family lines. You might be, this is like an epoch of a moment of climbing this mountain and reaching the top after such a long journey. It's really, really fantastical. But this one here is often, this is the Pentacles, this is your energy, the Earth Pentacles, and it's the Eight of Pentacles, and it's about moving forward. So again, positivity around financial aspects or some sort of career move. I sometimes think too that there can be something in the lower back, in the spine or the back, and sometimes that shows up in the Hanged Man as well. Some of you may have had a back problem or a spine problem or some sort of bone problem that has been lingering for a long time, and there might be a momentous change coming or a freeing up of pain or relief, and it could be due to some new therapy or modality of health that's coming through. I'm almost too scared to turn this one over and see what it is. I don't believe there can be any more eights left in the deck. Let's see. Five, that's kind of a relief. But again, it's a major arcana. And number 5, the wisdom, is the Hierophant. And he's almost seeing over all of these other cards. And he is the leader of knowledge. He is the proclaimer of understanding everything. He has the energy of the sun coming in through him, and his knowledge that he gains is the vastness of the cosmos, the connection to all that is, the understanding of the ethos and the celestial information. And the last 2 cards, we have these glorious golden orbs of sun in the background, giving you light and energy and information, empowering you to take this journey forth and regain your sense of majesty and dominion as the strong Taurian people that you are. So it's a very powerful reading, and this can often refer to innate knowledge of your journey, of your spiritual journey that may have encompassed many, many lifetimes. Some of you may come across soulmates or past life people that are either new interactions as well. There might be something very, very deeply, profoundly moving for you. You could meet new partners, you could meet new contenders of life, you could meet new chapters in your whole life that open up answers or open up new directions. He is like the Pope's type energy, you know, the total heightened awareness of life's perspectives, and he is understanding this. Some of you may attain knowledge like this. Some of you may be wanting to uplift more information along these ideas. Some of you may be attending government institutions or knowledge from these places, or be interacting with them. It can also reference churches or religions. I see down here a dog as well, so for some of you, pets may also be playing a role in the beginning of the year. Whoa, that's really, it's been fantastic to do. I don't think I've ever seen one with such a strong background message as one that had so many 8s, and because of that I want to pick them all up and just again show you the depth of meaning of these 8s and the energy that is surging forth from them. And I think it's good that the power was the main 8 that's showing here, and also this one. Just so much energy and power and connection that you guys can uplift as this new decade comes in. So put some energy into really thinking about that. And I think because we've gone on quite so long there, we will just finish off with this one other card that will be also quite intense and well worth getting into. So Taurians, let's see with this final card for your reading what is in store for this last epic message which is, when I say last epic message, but it's the beginning of the whole new 20s, the whole new decade. So yeah, We'll only take one card from this deck, even if more than that fall out. And that one's come out. So, oh, there's two. You guys have been doing this all day. So I'm not looking at them. I don't know what they are. I will just take this one. We'll put that one back. So this is for Taurus. These messages are very intense. They do take a little bit of listening and working through, but I think they're very enlightening and also, again, very powerful, adding to the power of this mighty number 8 reading that you guys have received. So let's see what this is. Diwang Mu and stromatolite. Rare success. Oh my God, look at this. Rare success. You see, there's something powerful in here, you guys. So I hope I'm pronouncing these right, but I'm reading it as Goddess Diwang Mu and stromatolite. Rare success. I don't have a stromatolite, if that's how we're saying it. It must be a very rare stone, so I can't add the stone to the reading, but it is in the middle of this mandala, of this crystal mandala. So I will put that down there for you. The number is, oh my God, I don't believe it. The number is 8. There's something really weird going on here with your reading. There is a cosmic influence. There is a power, a celestial power that has literally come in and influenced this reading. That's now 6 number 8s. Holy moly, God knows what's going on. It is profound, guys. You just about can't get any more 8s, I'm sure. So let me read from the book. Well, it's amazing. Goddess Diwang Mu and stromatolite. We bring you the empowerment of rare success. You are bringing something utterly unique, special and precious to the world. Whilst there are creations that are worthwhile and valuable which can manifest swiftly, there are others that are labours of love requiring diligence, strength and long-term commitment to bring them to life in the world. These exquisite creations are the divine manifestations of rare success, that which shall stand the test of time and offer a legacy of comfort, encouragement and divine grace for generations to come. I have the goosebumps while I am reading this. They are just erupting all over me. We talked a little bit before about the number 8 being the past life, being karmic. So this is a whole tie-in to karmic evolution, to past life issues that have been with you for many, many lives. And they are coming to some sort of amazing culmination of activity right now. Some of you will feel it as though you can feel the pull of previous lives happening and merging into this timeline. And a lot of you, I think, for a lot of you, this is health related and family DNA lineage related as well, because this is so powerful. I'm going back to the book to carry on with the reading. There are everyday acts of creation, and then there are the rare acts of creation. Each plays an important part in the sustaining of life on this planet. An example of everyday act of creation might be the cooking of meals. There is an art and a process, and it delivers a result in a relatively short turnaround of time. It is very important to the sustaining of human life. Then there are the sacred and rare creations that serve life in very special ways. Grandmother Goddess Diwang Mu nurtures a garden of divine peach trees. Wow, I've got these goosebumps. Okay, I'll start that again. Then there are the sacred and rare creations that serve life in very special ways. Grandmother Goddess Zi Wang Mu nurtures a garden of divine peach trees which bloom once every 3,000 years. The sacred orchard of Zi Wang Mu is a beautiful mystery and one that gives us a perspective on timing. You could say that for the soul, immortality is a rare success. Cultivated over 3,000 years, it is a rare spiritual prize worth attaining. It cannot be hurried. Like the sacred grandmother and caretaker of the Garden of Immortality knows, some things are worth the wait. There is a capacity in you to bring through a rare success. To put it in more everyday terms, you are in this lifetime and your soul mission for the long term, and your creative potential this lifetime is far greater than you currently realize. Even if you have ambitious spiritual visions for your life or a bold dream you want to accomplish, there's more you are going to birth through your life on this planet than what you understand right now. This will be a beautiful discovery to look forward to, and also a reminder that there are bigger plans afoot, and sometimes your need for immediate results has to be sacrificed to the timing needed for the success of a greater purpose. Zi Wang Mu comes to you with a reassuring message of patience, application, and commitment. You are growing. You may compare yourself to others and wonder why you aren't striding ahead in leaps and bounds as they seem to be. But it takes far less time to assemble a house of cards than it does a palace. The grander the contribution you are going to make to this lifetime, the greater the care, time, and attention to the foundations. If you are feeling patient, though at times perhaps a little restless to continue with all that needs to be done, then you understand this. If you are feeling insecure or worried that you are not making progress because you feel like you are still laying groundstones whilst others have already begun painting their roof tiles, then you need to relax, trust, and understand that any sense of being held back or needing to go through more lessons is not a sign of weakness or inadequacy. To the contrary, it is a sign of spiritual empowerment and preparation for the full substance of your spiritual gift to manifest in the world, which shall be a rich and rare offering, capable of bringing great spiritual support to ready souls. If you are struggling with patience, with wondering when you will have your lucky break or breakthrough, with why things seem to be going so slow, or if your efforts are ever going to bear fruit, then the oracle of rare success comes to you with guidance. Things are happening. They are happening according to divine timing. The wait will be worth it. Wow, that is the message in full, Taurus. This reading, I think for me, tops any reading I have ever done because of the synchronistic intensity of the repetition of that number 8, which is the karmic number, which talks about past lives, soul journeys, timing. It's so profound, it's so far out into the cosmos that some of you may not fully grasp it or feel it yet, but as time goes on, you will understand what this is about. It has been a privilege to be able to bring this reading to you, and I trust that for those of you who are ready to understand the deep stirrings of this message, then it brings you at some point on your journey great joy to understand that you are bringing about a rare success to this world and to yourself. I thank you for subscribing, for liking. I thank you for leaving your... I wish you all the most wonderful of beginnings to this new decade as we walk into it. But for you guys, this is a whole new life almost. Congratulations. Much love, everyone. Namaste.